Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe and holds the key to the world achieving the climate change commitments made at the 21st Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Conventions on Climate Change in the form of the 2015 Paris Agreement. As a signatory to the Paris Agreement, South Africa has committed to a net zero carbon economy by 2050. Hydrogen will be a critical part of the country's transition to a low carbon economy. Globally, the demand for green hydrogen and green hydrogen-based products such as ammonia and synthetic jet fuels is rising. This is off the back of national and corporate net zero commitments aimed at keeping global warming below 2 degrees or ideally 1.5 degrees above pre-industrial levels. These commitments require the decarbonization of hard-to-abate sectors such as heavy-duty transport and industries such as cement, steel, ammonia, and plastic manufacturing. Green hydrogen, which is an emissions-free form of hydrogen made by using renewable energy to split water through electrolysis, is a front-runner in the race to decarbonize traditionally hard-to-abate sectors. South Africa has a long history of exploration in green hydrogen. Since 2007, the Department of Science and Innovation has been researching hydrogen and the focus on green mobility and the use of platinum group metals. The DSI is currently working on a hydrogen society roadmap that will be released soon and will be the precursor to a national green hydrogen strategy. The Department of Trade, Industry, Competition is developing a hydrogen commercialization strategy, and the Northern Cape and Gauteng provinces are developing provincial green hydrogen strategies focused on exports and domestic carbonization, respectively. South Africa has a number of strategic advantages which make the country a potentially globally competitive and green hydrogen production area. These advantages include a world-class endowment of both onshore wind and solar irradiation. South Africa also has a supportive legislative environment and experience in the deployment of renewable energy with the largest installed capacity of wind-solar power projects on the African continent. The deep expertise by Sasol and PetroSA of the Fischer-Tropsch processes used to produce synthetic fuels like diesel, petrol, and kerosene, as well as a range of chemical products. South Africa already produces 2.4 million tons of hydrogen for domestic consumption and the largest concentration of known platinum group metals reserves. 90% of known reserves are in South Africa and Zimbabwe. The multi-sectoral implications of green hydrogen have placed the presidency of the Republic of South Africa at the center of convening and coordinating the whole of government with respect to green hydrogen. The presidency and GIZ, commissioned by the German Federal Ministry of Economy, Cooperation and Development, BMZ, have agreed to collaborate on the topic of green hydrogen. This collaboration has led to a jointly implemented project which seeks to promote a development of a green hydrogen economy for South Africa known as H2.SA. 12.5 million euros have been allocated as funding support from BMZ. The project H2.SA aims to support the development of a favorable strategic and regulatory framework for a green hydrogen economy in South Africa, coordinates the important contributions of different government departments and stakeholders for such a framework, enable relevant actors to build a green hydrogen export economy, enhance capacity and knowledge of South African stakeholders in the green hydrogen and power fuel sector, and mitigate the potential implications of a green hydrogen power fuels economy on the environment, society, and the economy. Additionally, through coordination in the presidency, Sasol, the Northern Cape Provincial Government, and the Gauteng Provincial Government launched the following agreement at the SID-WSA 2001, which underpinned their green hydrogen ambitions. A memorandum of agreement between the Northern Cape Provincial Government and Sasol for Sasol to be the anchor developer of a planned Bogobai Green Hydrogen Special Economic Zone pending a detailed feasibility study. A heads of agreement between the Northern Cape Provincial Government and the Port of Rotterdam for Port of Rotterdam to act as a demand aggregator for green hydrogen into Europe, and a memorandum of agreement between the Gauteng Provincial Government and Sasol for Sasol to develop green hydrogen production facilities in Gauteng aimed at decarbonizing domestic industry.